Welcome back, my dear students. Myself Vineet here, your English teacher. Now, today let's see your second point, that is an elementary school classroom in a slum. The poet here is Stephen Spender. So, let me tell you the poet of this poem is Stephen Spender of the poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. It's a beautifully written poem. Here you can see the poet, that is Stephen Spender, presents a pathetic and poor picture of a classroom in a slum school. So all of you know what is a slum. So it gives a picture of a classroom, pathetic condition of a classroom in a slum. The slum is far away from the seashore, so it's far away from seashore, matlab the place where the students, children, not students, children play, and the natural surroundings. Children living in slum are underfed. They don't get proper food, don't get proper education. They are facing underground. They are underground and untouched by the civilized world, and they don't face the civilization or civil development is not there in there. Not there in the world map, and the picture of great person. For example, in this poem, it has been mentioned as William Shakespeare. You know, in English literature, is a very much important person. You know it, but these slum children don't know. And for so, this developed world map and the picture of great person on the wall of classroom are meaningless to them. For them, the narrow lanes outside the classroom windows, the slummy lanes outside the classroom, the dusty sky, the polluted sky, and the heaps of rubbish is their world. So they see everywhere rubbishes, the slum area, that is their world. So the poet here requests the government authorities, educated and civilized people of the society to break the barriers, इन लोग बच्चों का barriers को तोड़ के, to bring them out of the shackles को तोड़ के उनको बाहर निकाल कर जिस तरह normal आप जैसे students या childrens को क्या facilities मिलते हैं उनको भी मिले, and let them also get the opportunity to play in green fields under clear sky. So let's see what the poet is telling in detail. So far from gusty waves, these children's faces, like rootless weeds, with weeds we consider it as unwanted plants. So here poet is comparing the children here as unwanted plants. The hair torn around their pallor, Vikrava Bal there. The tall girl with her weighed down head, the paper swimming boy with rat's eyes. Let me read the poem first, then I'll explain to you. The stunted, unlucky hair of twisted bones, reciting a father's gnarled disease. His lessons from his dusk. So, but what happens in the corner? There is something else. At back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young. One boy is sitting in the backside. His eyes live in a dream of squirrels game in tree room rather than this. So let's see. The children are sitting in a classroom in a slum. So a very, what is a small school it is, not properly built. So children are sitting there. They are far from the stormy waves of seas where the many cities in the world or many good places in the sea, they children or students, they are getting the facility to play with the seas. So that is a civilized world, it is been mentioned here, but this slum is far from this stormy waves of the sea. They are uncombed properly, their hair is not combed properly, and the disorderly hair on their pale yellow faces because of malnutrition or not getting proper food. Their face, it is pale yellowish color. Faces look like rootless wild plants, and so these children seems like rootless weeds. And a tall girl is there, tall girls with a weighed down head because of malnutrition, because of not proper health. She is very thin and her head is down. And a boy is there, paper seeming boy, so thin boy, he is like a paper with rat's eyes. Rat's eyes means always searching for food. A small girl seems depressed and her head is down with countless worries. She is worried and her head is always down. A boy who is sitting is very thin and his eyes are like those of a rat because always in search of food. His physical growth has stopped. Unfortunately, he inherits twisted bonds, so he is having twisted bonds. And here it has been said that he is reciting a book. At the same time, when we see that boy, we can see that how his father would have been, because they are having hereditary. His father was also having twisted bonds, and this boy also is having twisted bonds. Though he is reading his book, literally he is reading his book, but when we see him, we can read from him that his father was also having the same disease of twisted bonds. Now the disease matlab of disease of twisted bonds because of malnutrition. His lesson from his dust. So he is reading his lesson from the dust. But we can see something different also there. Someone is there sitting with a different sort of mindset. Who is that? At back of the dim class, and one unnoted boy is sitting there. Sweet and young, very sweet and young boy is sitting there. His eyes live in a dream. He is having a dream in his eyes, not like rat eyes. He is having dream in his eyes, and he's having a dream of squirrel's game. He's seeing a squirrel outside his window in a tree, very free. Like that, also his mind is also like that. He also feels that like a squirrel, he also wish to be freely playing in the his own world. In tree room other than this. So what happens? See, a sweet little child is sitting in the back of the dim lit classroom. So in classroom, we cannot see him properly because no proper light in the room. So in the dim lit, we can see that the boy is sitting in a corner. Due to dim light in the classroom, he is unnoticed. Okay, he has dreams in his eyes. He has dreams. He is dreaming how a squirrel plays in its nest on the tree. Just like a squirrel plays in the tree, he is dreaming like that. Means he also dreams of such a room for himself. He also want to be free. He also want to live like a squirrel, play like a squirrel. He wants to be free. The room he wants would be quite different from the dirty classroom. He doesn't want a room like which he is sitting now. He want to a room which is far better than this classroom which is very dirty. Okay, what is the condition of the wall there? On the sour cream wall. Sour matlab the paint which was painted long back, it is now sour, dim, colors have faded, and there is something donation is written in the donation matlab some people might have donated something to the school. It is written on that. Shakespeare's head is also there. All of you know who Shakespeare is. Cloudless at dawn. Civilized dome riding all cities. Civilized building riding all cities. Belled flowery Tyrolese Valley. Tyrolese Valley is a beautiful valley in Austria with flowers and all. Open-handed map awarding the world is world. So showing the world what the real world is. There is a map. Let me explain to you. The classroom walls are painted in an unpleasant cream color. So the paint it is faded, not in a good color. The condition of the wall is not good. Faded ho gaya. These walls smell cream sour. So the color is very much sour now, matlab faded. The items given as donation, जो चीज़ें स्कूल को डोनेशन में दिया है उसको लिख कर रखा है उधर. And a picture of Shakespeare's head are hanging on these walls. So you can see a map is there which the real picture of the world, not the slum world, a real picture where we can see beautiful worlds and valleys and all, and a Shakespeare's head. These pictures are hanging on the wall which are meaningless for these children. All these things are quite meaningless to these children. Shakespeare is meaningful to only those people, those who are educated, those who know who Shakespeare is. For others, it's just a wicked creature, wicked person. And the same manner, when these slum children, they are seeing their world only, this dirty places. For them, the world shown in the map is meaningless. Okay. It is morning and the sky is clear. So in the picture, in the map, it is clear sky there, morning time, and there is the domes matlab good buildings. Domes of civilized institutions shine in all the cities, in big cities, you can see big buildings there. Valley of Tyrol. Tyrol is valley in Austria. Is full of the music of church bells and fragments of flowers. So valley in the cities, they are having the bell from the buildings or the churches. We can see hear the bells noise, and also beautiful flowers also will be there in the valley. The map of the world is redrawn by the powerful people. The powerful people or the educated people or the city people has made a map of their own map in which these slum children doesn't understand. These slum people don't understand this world because they see only the slum area. Okay, so what there is in the map is meaningless for these children. According to the board. But the map is quite meaningless to these some children. They don't see any place for themselves on this map, or they cannot see. They know that these cities are well developed, and as they are in the slum, they don't have any place in the big cities. But and yet, for these children, these windows, not this map, their world. Children were all their futures painted with a fog. A narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, far from rivers, caves, and stars of worlds. And for you can see for these children, but for these children of slums, this world that is of rich people and photos or pictures does not represent their own world. When you see, what these children see, they see only slum. When they look through their window of their school or from their house, what they see only dirty slums, narrow leaded sky only they will see. They don't know what the real picture of the world is or real developed cities. So they are confined to the windows of their class. They are limited. Their beauty is limited to the windows of the class. Their future is dark and uncertain. उनका फ्यूचर डार्क और अनसर्टन है. एंड देयर फ्यूचर इज पेंटेड विथ ए फॉग. यू नो व्हाट इज फॉग? उनका फ्यूचर पूरा धुंधला है, फॉगी है. ओके. देयर lanes are closed by the faded blue sky. The sky, though, in their when they see the sky upside, though the sky in everywhere it is very much clear sky, the sky in the slums seem to be leaded. Leaded मतलब polluted बोल सकते, but here sky is not that clear. It is also faded or lead type है. The worlds like rivers, the real world, दुनिया का रियल पिक्चर में जो रिवर्स होता है, लैंडस्केप्स मतलब लैंड्स एंड स्टार्स ऑफ वर्ड्स, दैट इज एजुकेशन, सीम्स टू बी फार फ्रॉम दिस चिल्ड्रन. इन लोगों का दुनिया में ना ही अच्छा रिवर्स है, ना अच्छा लैंड्स है, ना एजुकेशन है. दे लोग इन सबसे वंचित है, इन सबसे दूर है. एंड श्योरली शेक्सपियर, इस तरह के बच्चे के लिए शेक्सपियर इज़ विकेट. शेक्सपियर विकेट क्यों है? मतलब जिन लोगों को एजुकेशन नहीं मिल रहा उनके लिए शेक्सपियर से कोई मतलब नहीं है. द मैप इज़ बैड एग्जाम्पल, और इनके लिए मैप एक बैड एग्जाम्पल है भी, बिकॉज दे डोंट नो ए वर्ड लाइक दिस शोन इन द मैप विथ शिप्स एंड सन एंड लव टेम्पटिंग देम टू स्टील. और उनको बट ये लोग वो लोग स्लम में रहते हैं, स्लम का दुनिया ही देखा है, बट उनको मालूम है, दे नो दैट देयर इज़ ए मच ब्यूटीफुल वर्ल्ड आउटसाइड दम विच इज़ फार ब्यूटीफुल दैन द स्लम. एंड सो व्हाट हैपन, उनके मन में इच्छा होता है कि इस सिटीज़ में जाकर लोगों को लूटें. फॉर शिप्स एंड सन एंड लव टेम्पटिंग दम टू स्टील, फॉर लाइफ्स दैट स्लाइटली टर्न इन द क्रैम्प्ड हाउस. यार इनके लाइफ में, इधर इनके जो घर है झोपड़ियों में, ज़िंदगी उनको चालाकी से उनको एक अंधेरा में डालते हमेशा. क्रैम्प्ड होल्स फ्रॉम फॉग टू, हमेशा धुंधला है और उनका ज़िंदगी हमेशा अंधेरा में, एंडलेस नाइट में है. सो व्हाट आई लेट्स सी, डेफिनेटली द पोर्ट्रेट ऑफ शेक्सपियर इज़ मीनिंगलेस टू दिस चिल्ड्रन. दिस चिल्ड्रन के लिए शेक्सपियर का पिक्चर एक मीनिंगलेस है. द वर्ल्ड, दिस वर्ल्ड में इज ऑल्सो क्वाइट यूजलेस फॉर दम बिकॉज दिस चिल्ड्रन हैव नो प्लेस इन दिस वर्ल्ड मैप. द मैप शोन टू दम their world is a slum. So the map they see, the world they see in the map is really meaningless to them, because they know that they have no place in this world. This world is so beautiful, you know, the world shown in the map is so beautiful, but it is far away from the reach of these slum children. इस slum children से के पाउंड से बहुत दूर है ये दुनिया. So what they do, therefore these children are tempted to steal these beautiful objects from this world. इसीलिए जो उनको मालूम है कि उनके पाउंड से दूर है, they feel that they will steal these things. इस beautiful दुनिया का सुविधा है वो चोरी करेगा या cities में जाके लूटेगा. Their life from their birth to death is confined to these narrow cells. और इस इनका दुनिया हमेशा इस छोटे स्लम में सीमित है. Their life start with fog of uncertainty. उनका दुनिया फॉग जैसा है, धुंधला है, and ends with endless darkness. और हमेशा darkness रहता है इनके ज़िंदगी में. On their slog heaps, slag heap मतलब waste का heaps. These children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel, with mended glass like bottle bits on stones. All of their time and space are foggy slum. So blot their map with slum as big as doom. So you can see these slum children live and wander in the heaps of waste. You can see in slum area, you can just imagine wherever they go there it is waste. Some जगह पे टूटा फूटा पत्थर होगा, वेस्ट इकट्ठा हो, उसके ऊपर ही रहते हो लोग, उसके ऊपर ही सोते हो लोग. देयर बॉटल पीप थ्रू देयर their bones peep through their skins. You can, when we see them, no, because of malnutrition, because of not getting proper nourishment, proper food, proper nutritious food, you can see their bones peeping through the skins. They are very slim, thin, and we can see their old bones outside. Skinny है वो लोग, they are very lean and thin, and they, because of lack of proper food, their brightness of their eyes, आंखों का रोशनी भी चला जाता है, इनको प्रॉपरली देख नहीं पाएगा, और उनको स्पेक्टेकल की ज़रूरत पड़ेगा. उसको खरीदने का पैसा भी नहीं है, तो वो क्या करते हैं, किसी अमीर द्वारा फेंका गया टूटा फूटा चश्मे पहनते हैं. सो देयर रिपेयर्ड स्पेक्टेकल्स लुक लाइक पीसेस ऑफ ब्रोकन बॉटल्स ऑन स्टोन्स. जैसे टूटा फूटा ग्लास होगा, जैसे लगता है कि कांच टूटा हुआ कांच पहनते हैं वो लोग. ओके. And all their lives, all their time and space is spent in these foggy slums. They are compelled to, they are forced to live their whole life in this slum. They are very much in poor, and they are compelled to live in this slum and spend their whole life here. So you can see these slums are living hell for these children. इन बच्चों के लिए एक hell जैसा है. hell मतलब आपको मालूम है, नरक जैसा है. ओके. These slums are a blot on this world map of rich and the great people. So when we see the map, इस पूरा दुनिया का मैप में we cannot see any map this slum. एक slum इस दुनिया में एक डब्बा जैसा है. तो ये पॉइंट बोल रहा है कि आप ऐसा एक मैप भी बनाओ जिसमें इस डब्बा जैसा स्लम भी दिख जाए, ताकि स्लम लोगों को लगे कि इस दुनिया में उनका जगह भी है. ओके. These slums are a blot मतलब काला डब्बा जैसा है on the world map of the rich and the great people. So he is telling that make such maps with slum also in the map, so that these people can see them. And now this is the condition of the poor people of the slum. So what our poet wants, that he needs help from the educated people or the government. So what he asks, unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes a window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs. Catacombs like graveyards. Break open till they break the town. So what the governor, the poet wants, poet appeals, poet requests to the governor, inspector, visitor and other persons connected with the management of the slum school to be honest to their duties. देखो, this slum का जो स्कूल है वो भी गवर्नमेंट स्कूल है, उसका भी कोई अथॉरिटीज़ है, वो लोग इस स्कूल का कंडीशन इम्प्रूव करने के लिए डू समथिंग. ओके. डू समथिंग सो दैट इट इज़ इम्प्रूव्ड. So what they should do? They should make them an integral part of the society. So they should feel that this school also should become an integral main part of the society. He feels and believes that the barriers between the slum and the main society should be broken. तो वो बता रहे हैं कि पॉइंट की ये जो स्लम पीपल है और एजुकेटेड पीपल है इनके बीच में जो बैरियर है वो तोड़े और ये स्लम लोग बच्चे भी बाहर निकलने का मौका मिले. अगर ऐसा नहीं देगा तो व्हाट हैपेंस, द स्लम पीपल दे विल बी हैविंग ए टेम्पटेशन टू ब्रेक द सिटीज़. So what he want? He want the barriers between the slum and the main society should be broken, yeah, or they would break the so-called civilized structure of the urban society. इस urban society को break करने का temptation लोगों में हमेशा आएगा. Okay. And show the children to green fields. He is telling that to show the children green fields and make their world run assure on gold sands and let their tongues run naked into books, the white and green leaves open, history there whose language is the sun. So he is telling that the poet appeals to all the person connected with the management of this slum school that these children, इस slum के children must be brought out of these slums. इस slums का इस गंदे atmosphere से बाहर निकालो उनको and be allowed to breathe in open air. Open air में breathe करने का मौका दें. Their world should be extended to the blue sky. Clear sky के नीचे खुले sand पे खेलने का मौका उनको भी दे. Riding over the golden sand. Golden sand पे खुले आसमान के नीचे खेलने का chance they should be given. Gates of knowledge. Education का knowledge. हरे books मतलब white books मतलब the facility of knowledge. The gates of knowledge must be opened for these children. इस बच्चों को भी should be given the chance to learn. They should be encouraged to speak freely. उनको भी speak freely बात करने का मौका देना चाहिए, freely रहने का मौका देना चाहिए, क्योंकि he is telling that history में जितना भी महान लोग हो, the great personalities जो है, only those people create history whose voice has a warmth and strength of sun. खुले स्काई के नीचे एजुकेट किया हुआ उन लोगों ने ही हिस्ट्री क्रिएट किया है. So that's the poem, my dear students. So read the poem properly, learn the poet, that is Stephen Spender. Now let me take you to some of the literary devices used in this poem. Simile is used here in the first paragraph, like rootless weeds, like bottle. So like rootless weeds, that is in the first paragraph, you can see. Second line, like rootless weeds. So there it is, simile is being used. Then simile is being used in the second last paragraph, like bottle bits on stones. The spectacles like bottles bits on stone. There also the comparison is used with the word like. And in the next last paragraph, third line, lives like catacombs. Catacomb मतलब grave. There is also simile used. And then metaphor is in use in many places. Paper seeming boy, civilized dome riding all cities, future painted with a fog, a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, lives that slyly turn in their cramped holes on their slack heap. History is those whose language is the sun. Stars of words, weird skin peep through by bones. Here everywhere it is metaphor used. Now alliteration, when the consonant words are repeated. So from fog to endless night. So from fog, there it is alliteration used. And the starting itself, you can see far. Repetition is used there. Far. Two words are repeated. There you can see repetition. Now pun, when we have a literal meaning and a figurative meaning, it's known as pun. Pun is used in the third, fourth, fifth line. That is reciting a father's gnarly disease. In this, literally, we can say that he is reciting his book, but in figurative manner, he is prominently reciting his father's diseases. If though he is reciting his poems, we can see he is reciting his father's disease. And the second paragraph, sour cream walls. There also two meanings are there. Literally, the neglected walls have turned dirty yellow. So that is a real meaning, sour cream. But it's figurative, a dismal place, a poor place where all dreams are turned sour. That is the classroom. So two meanings are there, literally meaning and figurative meaning. Let sky. That is in the second paragraph, second last line. You can see a let sky. Let sky literally means a sky which is not clear, polluted with industrial fumes. But it all in a figurative meaning, we can say that it does not have any opportunity. It is Dundala type. So repetition, break or break, maybe repetition, break or break up until they break the place is maybe repetition hai. So these are the literal devices here mentioned. It's a very beautiful poem. So please read the properly, and if you have any doubts, you are free to ask. Now, as I already told you in the previous class, today it's 15th of May. It's your last online classes for this session. Next we'll start from July after the reopening. So as I already told you, your summer vacation homework is your copy. I've already taken 6 chapters from Flamingo. That is the last lesson, Lost Spring, Deep Water, Rat Trap, Indigo and Going Places. And I already took the Tiger King from Vistas. And this is the second poem, that is Mother 66 already taken, and this is elementary school classroom in Islam. So all the question answers of all these chapters should be there in your copy. You should maintain a copy in a neat and clean manner. Then one more thing is that the first 4 chapters of Flamingo, that is I already told you, that is the last lesson, Lost Spring, Deep Water and Rat Trap. You should learn the question answers given by me. So have a wonderful summer vacation. Enjoy your summer vacation. Stay safe. Stay at home only and be safe. Okay. Thank you.